Good morning, my friends. It is Thursday, September 24th, 2020. I'm still Mike Johnson, getting ready to drop a load of fertilizer on the field of your mind. No, not real fertilizer. That would kind of stink, wouldn't it? I'm going to drop the digital kind. You know, this whole week we've been talking about resistance. I've posted about resistance and how it's everywhere and it affects everyone. Tuesday, I talked about the resistance that we get from other people. Today, I want to talk about the resistance that we need to put into our own lives, in our own mind. Some of you may have realized that the Stephen Pressfield that I quoted several times this week is the author of the mega fantastic book Gates of Fire. If you haven't seen or read the book, if you like to read, this book is a beautiful book, and it's a tale of the battle of the Spartans at Thermopylae. Now, this is the book upon which the great movie The 300 was based upon, where King Leonidas and 300 Spartans protected their empire from the attacks of Xerxes and the Persian Empire's hundreds of thousands of warriors. They held a small pass where the armies of Persia would have to go through in order to attack their homeland. The Spartans' strength, their will, and their strategy was overwhelming to the great strength of Xerxes' forces. I know you'll probably remember the quote from the movie, which is actually in the book, where the Persian envoy to the Spartans told them that their arrows would black out the sun. And Dionysius of the Spartans told them, "Good, then we will fight in the shade." We'll probably never face an overwhelming might like the Persian forces. But we face forces in our minds each and every day, and they can be just as overwhelming. I believe that for most people, they haven't established the value of their own heart and their own mind, which is why so many people give up so easy. I want you to think about this question. Which is more valuable to you? Your heart and mind or your house? Myself, answering that question, I have to say that my heart and my mind is the most valuable thing that I have, because without it, I'm just a lump of flesh. I can get another house, and you know what? With the right heart and the right mind, I can have any kind of house that I want. It is so much more important to protect your mind and thoughts than anything else. Some of you will argue with me, and that's okay. And you're going to say that your faith and your salvation is more valuable than your mind and your heart. But I believe that you'd be greatly mistaken. God has given us a gift of this mind and heart. And without your ability to think and to reason, you can't even have faith or salvation. I would go as far as to say without those two things, you cannot have anything. I don't want to preach to you, but Paul told the Philippians in Philippians chapter 6, verse 6 and 7, that prayer and the peace of God would guard their hearts and their minds. The most important thing that they possess. He didn't tell them that it would guard their homes or their cars or their computers or their books. He told them that it would guard their heart and mind. The Spartans fought for their honor and their land. They fought with everything they had. They gave their lives, as so many have for this land and this country. how much more dedicated should we be to protect our own mind and our own hearts? It's like some in the battle that I've read about. They save the last bullet for themselves. If they're overcome, they're going to shoot themselves rather than be taken by the enemy. And that's not my plan at all. With my mind or my heart, or if I'm ever even called into battle, I'm going to fight until every last breath leaves my body. When I run out of bullets, I will fight with whatever I can put my hands on. That's the way that I fight for the control of my own mind. I'm not going to give it up to someone else under any circumstances. It's the most valuable thing that I possess. What about you? Do you agree? Do you have different thoughts about this? I'd love to hear from you. Comment on the video. If you found this helpful, share it with your friends. I want to encourage you, go out there today and have a great day. Make it a great day. I'll see you again on Saturday. I love y'all. Take care.